Can you hear us?
Yes, thank you.
Thank you. So, ladies and gentlemen, the housekeeping rules are as follows. Throughout the entire event, we shall observe COVID-19 safety guidelines. So all our tables have sanitizer, even in the food and beverage area. When you're serving yourself, you have to please sanitize and wear gloves, and always keep your face masks on. Please put all your cell phones on silent. We prefer silent to vibrate because vibrate might interfere with the sound. As you exit the trading floor on your right, you'll find the washrooms, both the ladies and gents. And finally, if the team can project the Facebook, Twitter handles for EFG, please, on the screens. We'll be streaming the event live. The Facebook handle is EFG Hermes Kenya. For Twitter, it is EFG Hermes KE. And the hashtag is EFG Hermes 1. So again, Facebook is EFG Hermes Kenya. Twitter, EFG Hermes KE. And the hashtag is EFG Hermes 1. So we'll be streaming on NSC's YouTube and Facebook channels. And later on, we'll put the event onto the EFG Hermes Holding YouTube channel, because it takes 24 hours to load onto the EFG Hermes Holding YouTube channel. Without much further ado, I'd like to invite Joan Kabiru, who's Associate Director and Head of Brokerage Operations at EFG Hermes Kenya. Thank you.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. As explained by Donald, my name is Joan Kabiru, and I'm an Associate Director in charge of brokerage operations here at EFG Hermes Kenya. On behalf of EFG Hermes, I would like to extend a warm welcome to all of you. And in the words of Estee Lauder, all great things begin with a vision and a dream. So we are delighted that you could join us at the NSC trading floor to launch the EFG Hermes 1 Kenya app for retail investors who are interested in trading in the equities market within the Kenyan markets. We are also delighted that Ali Kalpei, our Chief Executive Officer of Frontier Markets and guest of honor, will be joining us remotely from Dubai. It is now my honor to invite Geoffrey Odundo, the Chief Executive Officer of Nairobi Securities PLC, and our gracious host for today, to deliver his remarks about the potential in the equities market to attract more retail investors. Thank you. Welcome, Jeff.
Thank you very much, John. So very happy to be presiding over this great day again. I think this is the third event we're having in about a week, which is a good sign of the market. We're happy to, I said the other day, to have these bell ringings and launches. If we can do them almost every 3 days, we'd be happy. But today is very significant, and I want to really recognize Mr. Ali Kapley, the EFG Hermes Frontier Market CEO. We have the CMA in absentia, though I spoke to the CEO in the morning and I told him we're having this event, Mr. Wycliffe Shamia. Mwathi Kilonzo, Head of Equities at EFG Hermes Kenya. Joan Kabiru, Associate Director, Brokerage and Operations of EFG Hermes. My colleagues from the NSC, members of the media, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen. Good morning again. Good morning. So we are really delighted as the NSC to be hosting this launch today, the EFG 1 Kenya app for retail investors interested in trading in the stock exchange. Now, it's a great one for us because one of the key objectives of the NSC in this new strategic plan is to increase the level of participation of retail investors. And we are very happy to see partners like yourselves taking that move and helping us in that particular intervention. And really, retail can only succeed through technology. And we're happy to see that this is actually a great technology solution. We have seen the number of retail investors turnover in our market increase. I think as at June 2021, we had turnovers in excess of 10.3 billion, which was an increment from the previous year. We've also seen the level of corporate activity also increase to 21.8 billion. So we are looking at almost a matching number or a matching turnover base from both markets. But we still see more dominance when it comes to the trading activity broadly, where foreign investors control almost 70% of this trading activity. And to us, it's a situation we would like to see that profile change a bit and see if we can get more retail investors to come through. And you've actually taken a good move by coming up with this launch. So the NSE is at a very defining time when it comes to our digital transformation, when it comes to our product offering diversification, and really just trying to get to reposition ourselves as a leading market in the region. And I'm glad to say that we are doing well on that journey. Today, we pride ourselves as the second most diverse exchange in Africa, after the Johannesburg Stock Exchange. And the second one is the derivatives market that's already trading our equity products. And that's another first for us. But our digital transformation strategy took root with the launch of the first retail bond in this country, the Kiba, where we were able then to bring and fully a government bond fully trading on its device through an end-to-end process. And that went well, despite the fact that we didn't raise adequate numbers. We still achieved a good result in having a very stable infrastructure and also bringing on board over 500,000 new investors onto the exchange. So that speaks to the depth of retail, where retail, I think it's just how do we access them, but there is a really deep market out there that needs to find its way into the capital markets. So in line with that, we have also been progressing certain interventions. We launched our NSE mobile app, which is a gateway for online shares trading. We were able to fully improve our infrastructure by launching a new trading infrastructure in 2019 that's now fully operational. And I'm glad to say that we have been able to pivot fully into a virtual working arrangement, as you have all been seeing after the COVID pandemic came through. And all this is just to assure you that whatever additional integrations we get coming to our infrastructure can be accommodated through the APIs and all these other access mechanisms we have in place. Our new equity platform actually has ability to trade, to do day trading, and we'll be looking at day trading as an opportunity very soon. Short selling is another great opportunity because it's a very decoupled system now, so we can actually go into that. And we believe these are the things that are going to excite the market. When investors can actually buy and sell same day, you can borrow stock when you don't have it, and you have a good idea of how the price is going to behave. You're able to predict and become more sophisticated. And we believe that as all this takes place, the market is going to evolve, and we're likely going to see more retail activity coming through. So this EFG Hermes 1, I think, is going to be a very key lever to ensure that we're able to onboard and bring to play more investors. I've had a chance of just testing the first phase of it. I think after this launch, I'll fully on board. And we're going to work with you to see how we can even improve it further. I know there's been discussions around the digitization of the onboarding process that still needs support from the depository side. I think that's conversations we can have. But I think so far, from what I've seen, it has a great features that I'm sure investors would like. So we are very happy as the NSE to be part of this initiative today, and really want to see how we can also bring on board other products and other markets that we currently have, the derivatives market, the bond markets, and all these other markets, how we can integrate them on board as well. We want to reposition the NSE to be the leading market in Eastern Central Africa and also Africa at large. And with that, I think what's the missing link right now is that retail pool of investors that we need to bring on board. I think this will further provide or rather convince issuers that we have depth, and even in future, new issuances will happen on a sort of an EIPO format once this opportunity is put in place. In line with a number of things to help increase the supply side, so we are working very closely with the government. We're talking to issuers. We are looking at our new products platforms and what can we do to deepen the market. And I must say that we are seeing very good signals, especially on issuers. You saw last week we had a bond that came into the market. The previous week we had an issuance as well. We have a new company that is also and made some announcements on transferring of assets, and all these are happening, and we intend to see more coming through. So I think on behalf of the NSC, the board, management, and all my colleagues, it's just to say congratulations, Ali. We were hoping to see you here today, but we are seeing you virtually. But we look forward to you coming to Nairobi and also being part of us. Mwathi, congratulations for the great job done. I think you've done a good job. Joanne and your team and all the other members of EFG who've done this today, we say heko. Congratulations, wish you well, and you can rely on our support. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Geoff, for your kind remarks, your support, and graciously, again, hosting us today at the Exchange. It is exciting to hear about the digital transformation journey that the NSC is undertaking, and also to be a part of it. Even you've mentioned about how you'd be happy to be ringing the bell every other time, and we are happy to be part of that journey. So, ladies and gentlemen, the Capital Markets Authority, the NSC and CDSC have supported us throughout our journey when we launched our services here in Kenya. We sincerely appreciate their support and their team's support because it has enabled us to reach this far and to scale to greater heights. We would also like to recognize the teams at the NSC and the CDSC for their continuous backing. We would like to thank you, also our guests, for sparing your time and joining us today as we launch the app. A brief overview of today's event. Shortly, we will listen to Mwathi Kilonzo, who's our Director and Head of Equities at EFG Hermes Kenya. He will be speaking to us, and thereafter, our EFG Hermes Frontier CEO, Mr. Ali Kalpei, will be giving his remarks, and thereafter, we will launch the app by playing a short video about the features of the app. Subsequently, we will have breakfast together and have media interviews at that time. It is now my humble pleasure to invite Mwathi Kilonzo, our Director and Head of Equities at EFG Hermes Kenya, to make his remarks. Karibu Mwathi.
Thank you very much, Joanne. Good morning, everyone, ladies and gentlemen. EFG Hermes opened its office in Kenya in 2017. It was a greenfield office with zero market share. In the 4 years since then, we have grown to become the largest trader of equities on the securities exchange on a consistent basis. Now, this has been powered to a large extent by institutional investors, and these are asset managers, pension funds from locally, regionally, and international. And this reflects essentially the trading patterns on the NSE, which is very much dominated by institutional players. But of course, in the past, retail was big. But one thing we've always had at the back of our minds is that we also need to grow a retail business. And that's because EFG has the experience in other markets in retail. But also, we've also seen in other jurisdictions that we are active in that retail can be an extremely powerful dynamic and driver of the market, and provide excitement and some sort of volatility to the market, which is important. So we've been working on this product, and as you can see, mobile phones have become ubiquitous. There's been a proliferation of smartphones, and there's also a world-class mobile money payments infrastructure that's in place, which all underpins this trend that the NSE that Jeff spoke about, along with the CDSC and the CMA, to basically create new products and new avenues for retail investors to participate in the market. So this backdrop is extremely important to us. We've also seen globally that retail over the last 18 months has been an extremely powerful force. You cannot deny that it's something that needs to be allowed to flourish here. At the same time, we also can see that in a post-pandemic environment, government and private companies will need to tap capital markets to rebuild their balance sheets and also get growth capital. Retail can provide this in large numbers, cheaply, efficiently, and quickly. So we think this is an important thing coming out of the pandemic in 2022, 2023. So with all this, we decided to invest in a retail app, which you will see shortly. And the whole idea is basically to provide individuals with an easy way of opening an account, of funding your account, and then transparently seeing activity in the market, the depth of the market, and then make your investment decision. And then if a few days later, once the trade settles, choose to sell or add or just keep an eye on your investment. And at the same time, as a new product such as day trading, as the derivatives market gets legs, as all these things come together, retail is a very big part of that. So, I think we're very excited about this. The team's put a lot of hard work, and congratulations to everyone who's here and not here watching online. They've done a great job. I think we're very excited to have this product, and it's going to have the full force of EFG behind it, and we can help the capital markets develop. And, with those short words, I think I'll end there, and I'll pass it on to Ali, who's our CEO of Frontier, to continue. Thank you.
Thank you, Marty, and good morning, ladies and gentlemen, and apologies I cannot be there in person, as much as I'd love to come to Nairobi to meet with my colleagues and various stakeholders, including the NSE, the CMA and CDSC, and Jeffrey, of course, always love seeing you in person, but we're on those times where we have to do. So I'm very excited today to be part of the team that's launching the EFG Hermes One app in Kenya. This is the first market that we have launched in outside of our traditional GCC markets, where the app has been available for the last 7-8 years. And the app we developed was targeted specifically for Kenya. Kenya, obviously, being a leader in mobile technology innovations, is an obvious place to begin our journey of retail app expansion through our various frontier markets. We hope to bring a significant amount of interest from retail investors onto the exchange, and hopefully, despite Jeff telling us how many other launches have happened this week, ours will be the market leader as we are across the exchange ready for the last 18 months. The fact that we've launched the app in Kenya also demonstrates the importance of Kenya and Sub-Saharan Africa to our emerging frontier markets portfolio. For those who may not be aware, EFG Hermes has been around 37 years. We've developed our business out of Egypt and become a leading financial services player in frontier emerging markets, and we're present in 13 countries today. Financial services business covers investment banking, asset management, securities brokerage, private equity, and research. Also, select markets, we are a leading provider of non-bank financial services, factoring, leasing, consumer finance, and microfinance, amongst others. Some of these services we hope to bring to Kenya in the coming years as we continue to develop our business plan for the East African market. 2017 was a great year. We launched in Kenya in August, as Marty said, a greenfield operation, which now also been supported by expansion to Lagos in 2018, and we see these two cities being important to the development of our franchise in both East and West Africa. I think we've mentioned how we're the largest broker in Kenya for the last 18 months. We want to make sure you appreciate that point, and we hope to become larger as we roll out the digital application, given the easy trading and access to liquidity that we hope to provide our retail clients. We continue to work with the CDSC and SCNCMA to support retail investors in equities listed on the NSE. And as we monitor our clients closely, we will continue to upgrade the app to empower them and offer more services. These will include trading regionally and also, quite importantly, trading internationally on the various global exchanges, NYSE, NASDAQ, Hong Kong Stock Exchange, and London Stock Exchange. Jeff, a special thank you for hosting us on the NSE trading floor and always being wise counsel to our efforts to help continue to build capital markets in Kenya. Ladies and gentlemen, on behalf of EFG Hermes, I'm glad that you will join us at this stage in our journey to serve retail investors and grow Kenya's capital markets. More congratulations to you and your team in Kenya for the delivery of the app, as well as our technology team who are based in Cairo, who worked tirelessly for the last 9 months to get the app to the stage where it is today. Without much further ado, it's my pleasure to launch the EFG Hermes One app in Kenya. Thank you.
Welcome to the ultimate guide on how to use the EFG Hermes One mobile app, an easy-to-use equity trading app for everyone. Enter your basic personal information and create an account within seconds. A world of opportunities for investors is just one click away. On the EFG Hermes One app, you'll find a homepage tailored to your needs, where you can view a multitude of information. You can check your stocks, cash, and total balance. Find a detailed breakdown of your cash balance. Access a market-specific summary and see the holdings you currently own, as well as all the pending orders. Not only that, you can also search any security from a comprehensive list of equities by selecting a specific security and accessing its profile screen. To begin buying, start by choosing the security you want to buy from your holdings. Click Buy, or click Search to start buying securities that are not in your holdings. Choose the security you want to buy. Then select the execution term, be it market or limit price. Then enter the number of shares you want to buy. The app will calculate the estimated transaction fees for you. Finally, select an expiry term. Then confirm and submit your trade. To begin selling, start by choosing the security you want to sell from your holdings. Click Sell. Then select the execution term, be it market or limit price. Then enter the number of shares you want to sell. The app will calculate the estimated transaction fees for you. Finally, select an expiry term. Then confirm and submit your trade. From the Manage Funds screen, you will be able to withdraw or deposit funds and view your transfer history. If you need to access your profile, view messages and important announcements, see your order history, or change your password, visit the profile screen. It's as simple as that. Download the EFG Hermes One app now and revolutionize your equity trading experience today.
Ladies and gentlemen, I think we missed part of the video. So what we're going to do is we're going to move this main screen here, and we're just going to run the video again, please. So just a few more minutes, and then we'll be done. Okay.
Welcome to the ultimate guide on how to use the EFG Hermes One mobile app, an easy-to-use equity trading app for everyone. Enter your basic personal information and create an account within seconds. A world of opportunities for investors is just one click away. On the EFG Hermes One app, you'll find a homepage tailored to your needs where you can view a multitude of information. You can check your stocks, cash, and total balance. Find a detailed breakdown of your cash balance. Access a market-specific summary and see the holdings you currently own as well as all the pending orders. Not only that, you can also search any security from a comprehensive list of equities by selecting a specific security and accessing its profile screen. To begin buying, start by choosing the security you want to buy from your holdings. Click Buy. Or click Search to start buying securities that are not in your holdings. Choose the security you want to buy. Then select the execution term, be it market or limit price. Then enter the number of shares you want to buy. The app will calculate the estimated transaction fees for you. Finally, select an expiry term. Then confirm and submit your trade. To begin selling, start by choosing the security you want to sell from your holdings. Click Sell. Then select the execution term, be it market or limit price. Then enter the number of shares you want to sell. The app will calculate the estimated transaction fees for you. Finally, select an expiry term. Then confirm and submit your trade. From the Manage Funds screen, you will be able to withdraw or deposit funds and view your transfer history. If you need to access your profile, view messages and important announcements, see your order history, or change your password, visit the profile screen. It's as simple as that. Download the EFG Hermes One app now and revolutionize your equity trading experience today.
And that, ladies and gentlemen, is the end of today's formal session. We're glad you could join us for the launch of EFG Hermes One Kenya app. And now what we'll do is we'll have media photos and media interviews, and the guests are invited for breakfast. Thank you.